This is Steve Pastillo from P2 Automation, and welcome back to our next episode of Not Your Grandfather's CRM. In this video, I want to show you an order management process that we developed for one of our clients that's in the printing business. They print custom labels, badges, and sign-in books. In fact, if you've been to a hospital or a school recently and you had to sign in and get a badge that you put on your chest, chances are you've used their product. Their order management process involves many people and roles in the company and out. Specifically, it involves the salespeople, the art department, the accounting department, the production department, and the customer. And the process includes several automatic and semi-automatic workflows. And I'll go through all those in this video. In this company, the salespeople actually enter the order themselves, and that order will show up here in their XRM system. And note that this is a custom order that we developed. This isn't using the out-of-the-box order management system. This one is geared specifically for their needs. It includes things like the order number, the type of order, is it an order or credit, in other words, the customer, PO, ship to, the freight amount, charges, taxes, line items, everything they need from the order from their ERP system shows up here. The first thing they're going to do as a salesperson is decide who will get the ship confirmation email when the product actually does ship. Now, normally this would be pre-filled, but I want to show you how this works. So the ship notification can either be sent by email or it's not required at all. It's nothing you would print because the product will get there before the notification. So it's either emailed or it's not. If it is emailed, they can choose the contacts that will receive that email. Here's the contacts that are attached to the customer, and you can see which ones have an email address. And let's say Donna is going to get this one. You can choose more than one contact, and you can also create a new contact right from here. But we'll keep it simple. So Donna's going to get this, and here's her email address. For the invoice that's going to go out from our system, you can also choose if they'll receive it by email or through the US mail, or not at all. For web orders, for example, they wouldn't get a second copy because the receipt comes from the website. So we'll say this one is emailed. And again, choose your contacts. Now this one happens to be pre-selected, and I can show you why, but we're also going to send one to the accounts payable department. So you can see there's two email addresses here. Pretty simple. Now, why were those contacts pre-selected the way they were? That's all driven by this screen. This is the customer's main screen and all the contacts that work there. Donna is set to receive invoices, and nobody is set to receive shipment notifications yet. So that's why nobody was selected when we did ship notifications, and Donna was selected when we selected invoices. So this isn't meant to necessarily force emails and ship notifications to go to these people. It's just a pre-selection. The salespeople can always override that decision on each order. What happens next? It all depends on the type of order this is. This company does direct sales to customers. They also sell directly to distributors. They have a website where you can order products. And sometimes they'll outsource custom orders to their sister companies for production. This happens to be a direct sale. So on the process flow, the salesperson will select that this is a direct sale. And you can see immediately there are two steps that will follow the order setup at a minimum: the order confirmation to the customer and a notification to the production department. If the art department needs to get involved, let's say it's a custom label or has custom colors, two more processes show up. And if the customer requests a proof before production begins, another step comes into the process. So this went from a total of 3 steps to now 6 steps. If you look down here again at the bottom of the screen, we can see that this particular customer is on credit hold. Maybe their accounts receivable went above their credit limit. Maybe they haven't paid a bill. Whatever the reason, they're on credit hold. So we're going to need to notify the accounting department to get this customer removed from credit hold. Now, how does that happen? Well, it just happens. The system knows this order is on credit hold, so the email's already gone out. And the email looks like this. credit hold, customer ID, customer name, sales order. Everything's on the subject line. And then the accounting department simply clicks this link to open up the order if they need to see it. The next step is to send an order confirmation to the customer. So we'll go to the next stage, and we could tell that the order confirmation hasn't been sent. To send that order confirmation, we've set up what I like to call a semi-automatic workflow, meaning we don't want the system to just fire off an email to the customer. The salesperson wants an opportunity to tweak that email first, if they choose. And they may not want to send an order confirmation at all. Maybe they're on the phone with that person or they're meeting with them face-to-face and they don't have to send the order confirmation. But if they want to, they simply click order confirmation, choose who they want to go to. Let's say Donna again. Select anybody in the company that may also want a copy of this notification. Let's say Mark wants it. And then if there are additional contacts that want to be notified, they can be entered here. The system will generate an email from the salesperson to Donna with a CC to Mark, order confirmation, a note that can be adjusted, and a copy of the order itself. And then all they would have to do is click send, and off it goes. Once that goes, the order confirmation button goes away because that order confirmation has been sent. The next step is to notify the art department that they have a job to do. Now here's where we'd use a blend of automatic and semi-automatic workflows. If I simply move to the next stage, the art department will get a standard notification email. If I want to tweak that message, I can click this button and I'll see that automatic email that gets created, and I can adjust the message if I need to, and then send it off. If I do that when I go from order confirmation to art department, it's not going to send a second copy. The system is smart enough to know that that's already been sent. Next, the art department will receive the email, and this goes to the whole team. So anybody can grab it, click the link in their email, and they'll come to this screen. Any artwork or logos or color sheets that are necessary for the art department will be attached to the documents section. And then once the art department is done with their work, they're going to attach the proof right here. And then move on to the next stage, which is to notify the salesperson that this is done. The salesperson is notified so they can put a second set of eyes on that proof to make sure it's exactly what the customer wanted. Their next step is to send a proof to the customer. So they're going to move on to the proof stage. Well, they can't. This customer is not only on credit hold, but they're on admin hold as well. And the policy for our customer is they can do the work, the artwork, and get everything teed up and ready to go, but they can't send the proof until the customer's off credit hold. Once that does happen, that happens in the accounting department through the ERP system. They can move on and generate that proof. Now, sometimes the proof is given verbally, sometimes it's a reorder, so we don't have anything sophisticated here. The salesperson can just say the proof's been approved. But if they do want to send an actual proof, they can do that here. Send proof, and our proof notification will come up from the salesperson to the person that received the order confirmation with a note and a copy of the proof that was attached by the art department. And then the salesperson just sends it off. The salesperson comes in, indicates that the proof's been accepted, and sends it off to production. This order was sent to production on the 23rd by me. If at any time anybody in the company wants to come in and see where the order is and where it's been, they simply open the order. They can see that it's in production, and with one click of the order process timeline, they can see where it's been, if it was rejected, if the customer was notified, when they were notified, etc. If you'd like our help adding some automatic or semi-automatic workflow notifications to your process, reach out to us today at www.p2automation.com. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.